We all have dreams and we all have ambitions. Yet what makes me so sad is that only a few of us step up, take the driving wheel, and realize them. It's been a few centuries, a few decades, a few millenniums, yet no one could really find how to do it. It's always a different case, it's always a different dream, and everyone wants to become something. The first step into realizing a dream would be to set it, obviously. Now, this step is really important just because once we start working for a dream, we can't stop. This is what we're going to live, and this is what we started, and we must end it. I imagine myself as a doctor. You imagine yourself as an architect, and he imagines himself how he wants to be. We can't all be the same. So I want you to set a dream, and I want you to work for it, and to work for it really, really hard. To work like you've never worked before. And I know some of you might say that, well, some people didn't succeed despite working really hard, but there are some elements that we just don't have any hand in. Some elements that we can't control. And it's true. We may always screw up. And that's why we must always have a plan B. If you have a plan B, you won't screw it up. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, let's take someone who doesn't have a plan B. Once they screw up the first time, once they fall, they're going to lose it. They're going to say, that's it. I screwed it all up. I can't do anything anymore. I'm a failure. Well, if you have a plan B, you will have backup. You will have backup. Backup is really important just because it helps you. When you reach this point, you're going to take a deep breath and say, okay, plan A didn't work, I have a plan B, I can do it, I can make it. And of course, to realize a dream, you must be prepared. I want all of you to take one day, one summer day, climb up the roof of your house and just look at the stars in the night. Take your idol and start asking yourself, how did they succeed? Why did they succeed? What makes them better than me? And you will just find one simple answer to all these questions, and I'll let you discover it. Now I want you to promise yourself, I want you to say that you are the one and only, that you are the hero of your life, that you are who you want to be, that you will work and that you will make it. This is what I want you to do. You may see all of this as words, but we must do it in real life. I'm not joking when I tell you that ambitions are the most important thing in our lives. It defines us. My ambition defines me. And just like Albert Einstein said that greatness is not in success. Greatness is in standing back up after falling. I want you to realize that Albert Einstein passed his final exams 5 times. 5 times in a row he failed. And it wasn't him. It wasn't him who failed. They made him fail. They made him fail. He was all right. Everything he did was fine. But did you see him nag and cry? Did you see him blame other people for his shit? Did you see him blame God? Did you see him blame his friend? Did you see him blame his parents? No, he did not. He definitely did not. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to put your responsibility upon yourself. I want you to know that if you fail, no one will give you a shelter. No one will give you a bed to sleep in. No one will ever help you. You are in your own this life, in this desert full of poisonous creatures and slowing sand. If you fall, just stand back up. It's easy. It's not the end of the world. You may fall again and again and again, but you can always stand back up. Determination is the key to success. Oh, and I just mentioned a popular physician, so I'm going to move on to Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is handicapped, and he has a rare disease that is known as the ALS, which is an abbreviation for some complicated words that I don't really know. Now, I want you to realize that every handicapped person in this world, they must have felt discrimination. They must have felt hatred. They must have felt hatred toward this society. But did they stop? I don't think so. Instead, they made these feelings, they made them a source of unending eternal power. Every time they looked at people, every time they realized that people don't want them to succeed, they said, all right, if you don't want me to succeed, then I'm going to prove you wrong. I'll do it. And I'll show you that I can make it. I'll show you my iron will. And that's what they did. And so if all of us master this technique, if we all become like Stephen Hawking, if we all convert these feelings from a bad side to a positive side. Excuse me, just give me 1 second. I myself would like to believe that on this planet there's a little minority of people that are evil. And no one can deny this. And I would like to believe also that every single one of us has in his entourage a person or two that are from this kind. Now, I want you to know that it is your responsibility to identify these people, because these people will do anything to put you down. Your work, all you did, will go to waste. I want you to be attentive. I want you to pay attention and identify these people. I want you to prove them wrong. I want you to succeed, and then when you succeed, make them regret all the things that they did to you. Take me, for example. I would like to believe that I am a rhino. A rhino just goes his own way. A rhino doesn't care about whatever comes in his way. He doesn't care about obstacles. All he wants is to go where he wants. And all I want is to achieve my dream.